All right, we want to welcome on a very special guest down in Tallahassee, Florida. It is Florida State freshman guard Scottie Barnes. Scottie, thanks for joining us coming off, of course, that win against Pittsburgh on Saturday. And now we're just a couple of weeks away from the NCAA tournament. But I want to talk about the FSU identity right now, just this year and overall. We've talked about on our podcast previously about the new blood mentality that Coach Hamilton has with you guys. Versus a blue blood mentality. Can you explain to our listeners who maybe don't know that story what that means to you and your team?
The blue blood versus the new blood mentality. The new blood is just everyone knows what a blue blood is. The Duke, North Carolina, the Kansas. The blue bloods, the traditional teams that dominated the NCAA for so long. We just emphasize the new blood because we're just that team that's coming up. We're just like we're just like the new sheriff in town. Like we're here and we want to make our presence felt.
So Coach Hamilton stresses offensive balance. You guys have 5 guys averaging more than 9, but nobody scores more than 13. How obviously that works when you say it, or on paper or in thought, but how did he pitch that to you guys of being a balanced offense where, hey, everybody's just going to kind of eat the same and work the same, and whereas if you went somewhere else, you might get 20, or on a certain night you might get 25. How did that pitch go from Coach Hamilton?
I felt like it's just a culture that I came into at Florida State. We always started from the beginning is how deep we are as a team. So we try to play 10 to 12 guys a night. So we just come in and they recruit unselfish players that have a big heart. We're also connected. We all hold each other accountable. So that's probably primarily the main reason why nobody really scores more than 13 a game, because we just come in and we just want to be unselfish. And we know in order to succeed as a team that we're going to have to take sacrifices.
Yeah, I think I heard that too from your assistant coach. He said you didn't want to be Michael Jackson. You just wanted to be part of the best band. So, I mean, the band's obviously playing pretty well, man. So it's obviously working.
First of all, you're a big bastard being 19 and a bigger man than I'll ever be. I'm 26, weigh like 170 pounds. So that's just to start off. But second, I'm happy you didn't have to play Duke. But how has it been like just coming from high school? I know you played you lost like 2 games in high school, and then just starting in Florida State and just being absolutely dominant.
I would say, we of course I play a lot of high school players, but just coming to Florida State, I think I got ready for it probably by going to Montverde. That Coach Boyle, he always was on me to try to play harder and harder. I feel like that's why, as a team, that's why we blew so many teams up, because he just emphasized just keep playing hard no matter what the situation was. But Florida State just took it to a whole different level. It's playing as hard as I can, picking up full court, and just giving it my all on the court every single time I step out on the floor, so I could have them breaks and then come right back in, play 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 3 minutes, and then just come right in and come right out. So the biggest difference is just keep giving it all and just trying to show my defensive presence on the floor.
I know Rico's a big Coach Boyle fan. Rico, want to talk to Scottie about your history with that?
Yeah, we asked Cade Cunningham about him. I know he was your teammate at Montverde, but Cade described him almost as like just so into the game and so like ultra positive as far as how much he knows. What was the biggest takeaway you took from Coach Boyle?
That guy, I would say he's a basketball genius. He's always thinking about basketball consistently. That's his main thing, is just talking basketball. But he's a great guy. I got to know him really well. I built a great relationship with him. I felt like he really opened up to me as a coach, because I just really kept me as a guy, I'm just like a guy that really tries to get to know people. So we built a great relationship there. And it was just fun being coached by him.
So, Scottie, we started the interview talking about the new blood versus blue blood mentality. You had offers from Duke, Kentucky, Kansas. So why did you pick to go to Tallahassee and play for Coach Hamilton as opposed to those blue bloods, Coach K, Coach Self, and Coach Calipari?
I would just say I just really wanted something different, you know. I didn't really want to just go to a school like that and I don't know. I like Florida State. I came on my visit. I didn't really take a lot of visits, but when I came on my visit to Florida State, I just automatically knew that it was a school for me. I came here, I saw how connected, how close the players were. I came on my visit, everyone was just laughing, smiling, everyone was just happy, and I just felt it. I knew that when I came in the system, it was gonna be a good fit for me, helping me use my long arms, my long legs, being athletic, being blessed to be able to run the way I run right now. I knew it was gonna be the right fit for me.
That's very big of you, Scottie, to not say anything mean. Some would say you went to Florida State because you want to play in the NCAA tournament. If you went to Duke or Kentucky this year, you might not be in the NCAA tournament. So that's very nice. I want to compliment you. You're a nice man.
Also, I think Coach Hamilton's like, if you can only play at Florida State if you're long. Like your arms are long as shit, your legs are long as shit, and you're athletic. Right. All of you guys are I think you guys are the same exact players because you're the most athletic bastards in the world, and you're probably one of the most annoying teams to play, and that's why I think you're going to go so far in the NCAA tournament.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Jake. All right. So Marty talks about being annoying. Since 2016, Florida State at home is 73-4. That's a 95% win percentage. There's a recent study, a 25-year-old has a 6 to 10% chance of living to 100 years old, and 7% of SAT scorers in 2018 had 1,400 to 1,600. So what the hell is going on at Florida State? Do you guys have, tigers, or you screwing with their hotel beds when they stay the night before? What's going on because you don't lose at home?
At the Tuck, it's different. It's a different feeling at the Tuck, you know? We big at winning at home. We got to win at home. Home's the most important thing. We gotta protect home. We know we protect home. We gotta do our part on the road. That's basically it. So we want to get to the NCAA tournament at home. We just gotta do our jobs.
So Scottie, you and I actually share something in common. You're from Palm Beach. I'm from the Fort Lauderdale area. And before you went to Montverde, you went to U School, right, in Plantation?
Yes, sir.
Do you know about Las Spadas?
Las Spadas?
Yeah, the sub place.
Las Spadas. No, I don't know about
All right, then we'll pivot a little bit. What's your pub sub order? Because you gotta love pub subs, right? Especially you're still in Florida right now.
Really, I don't like these subs like that. I don't like these subs. I don't like these pizza. I don't know. It's just like when I was young, I had those things so much. I don't really like to eat it no more. So I'm just a big rib guy, bacon cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, see that's what I'm talking about. There's no pizza in Florida either.
But you'll still go to Publix. You love Publix, right?
Oh yes, for sure.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page. The free samples. Yeah. So Scottie, up to this point in the season, the first 7-8 games, you're in the starting lineup, right? And then we get to conference play. You start coming off the bench. Walk us through how that went down and how you see the identity of your contributions to this team, how different they've been from those two phases of this season.
I would just say the reason I kind of got when a certain point in the season, I probably had a lot of tweaks and a lot of injuries, so it kept me from practicing a little bit. But I just really just started coming from the bench. So it's not really a big thing where it's just I come off the bench or if I started out. So it's not really a big thing for me. But I would just say coming off the bench, I just bring a lot of energy coming off the bench. It don't really matter to me. We just playing to play. We trying to play for each other, so worry about starting or not, it doesn't really matter. But I would say the contribution that I bring off that bench is instrumental to the team. Come in, they do their job. We working on the first 3 minutes, they tired. We come off the bench and whew, it's a lot of energy coming off that bench now.
And that's what I'm saying. When you see Florida State play, like especially with no fan, not a lot of fans, you guys have literally the most energy. Like even when there's like 3 minutes into the game, you guys are going nuts. Where you see other teams like it almost like they're going through the motions. Has that helped you? Like you coming off the bench and giving that team a spark?
I would say it probably does help me coming off the team, giving us a spark. You see, because at the beginning of the game, we're gonna give it all. We trying to start from the beginning of the game to give it all. So the other teams got to give it their all too. So when the second group come in the bench or I come in the game, they're already wearing out, and then we're just gonna keep wearing them out as time goes throughout the game.
So Scottie, I got one more for you on the way out here, and I feel like you might have an issue with it too, but I feel like you could help. So there's emojis, right? We all love using emojis. You tweet emojis when you're happy, sad, emotions, whatever. For FSU, for some reason, and I'm guilty of this too, when you tweet about FSU, for some reason, a sushi kebab is the emoji that everybody uses when it comes to Florida State. And I looked it up. It's called an Odin. I've seen you use it. I looked on your Twitter. What's that?
The thing that like a little spear?
Yeah, the little spear. So it looks like a spear, but I feel like Apple or Google needs to create a new emoji for FSU other than a little spear sushi kebab. What do you have in mind? For UF, they have a gator. They have tigers. They have every single animal. Are you okay with this sushi thing, or do you want something different?
To be honest, I didn't even know it was a sushi. I thought it was a spear. I didn't even know that.
I didn't either, Scottie. Don't worry, because he said the same thing to me. I was like, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's a Jake specialty. Don't worry about that. I have one more. We talked about yeah, it is. He's got a weird brain. I have one question. We talked about the balanced offense and how everybody kind of eats equally. But in the tournament, there's going to be a close game down the stretch. Who's taking the last shot for your team?
To be honest, I don't know. It's just whatever they drop, the ball. Sometimes in my hands, sometimes it's not. But we got confidence in whoever take the last shot, they're going to draw something up.
I think that's what makes you dangerous. You're right. You're not giving us any who it could be. It could be of any of 5 guys, and that's what makes you guys dangerous. So obviously wishing you luck as you get to Indianapolis.
Might be in my hands, though.
All right. Finally.
We'll be ready for that. That's Florida State freshman guard Scottie Barnes. Scottie, really appreciate the time. The Seminoles will be back in action on Wednesday at Miami. Good luck the rest of the season. You guys, of course, hoping to win it all.
Thank you. Appreciate it.